the summer of 1919, racial tensions across the United States reached a boiling point. African Americans, who had migrated north in search of better opportunities, were met with hostility and violence from white residents who resented their presence. The Red Summer of 1919 saw over 25 race riots and massacres occur in cities such as Chicago, Washington, D.C., Elaine, Arkansas, and Omaha, Nebraska. These violent outbreaks resulted in the deaths of hundreds of African Americans and left thousands more injured and displaced. The brutal attacks were fueled by racism, economic competition, and a desire to maintain white supremacy. Despite the scale and severity of the violence, the Red Summer of 1919 is often overlooked in history books and discussions of race relations in America. In the heart of Omaha, Nebraska, the air crackled with tension. It was September 28, 1919, and the city seethed with racial discord. The Great Migration had brought a surge of African Americans to Omaha, drawn by the promise of jobs in the booming meatpacking industry. But with their arrival came resentment, hostility, and a powder keg waiting to ignite. Will Brown, a 41-year-old black civilian, found himself caught in this tempest. Accused of raping a white woman named Agnes Lobeck, he became the focal point of a storm brewing in the streets. The news spread like wildfire. Lobeck and her fiancé had been assaulted, and she pointed her finger at Brown as the perpetrator. The mob gathered outside her house, hungry for vengeance, but law enforcement intervened, spiriting Brown away to the courthouse jail. The mob, however, refused to disperse. A group of youths in South Omaha began their march toward the Douglas County Courthouse, and soon, thousands joined them. By evening, the police and city officials inside the courthouse were virtual prisoners, surrounded by an angry sea of humanity. The crowd swelled, estimated between 5,000 and 15,000 people. Their rage knew no bounds. Guns looted from nearby stores were aimed at the courthouse, and the building trembled under the onslaught. In the exchange of gunfire, a 16-year-old mob leader and a 34-year-old businessman fell, one white, one black, both casualties of the chaos. Inside the courthouse, Will Brown moaned to Sheriff Mike Clark, "I am innocent. I never did it. My God, I am innocent." But reason had fled the scene. The mayor, Edward Parsons Smith, tried to negotiate with the mob, but they knocked him out cold. Their intent was clear. They would shoot, hang, and burn Brown in full view of the town. As flames licked the walls, the U.S. Army arrived, too late to save Brown. Federal troops suppressed the mob, but the damage was done. The courthouse, once a symbol of justice, now stood engulfed in fire. Brown's lifeless body swung from a lamppost, a grim testament to the hatred that had consumed Omaha. The aftermath was a bitter reckoning. Photographs identified members of the mob, but justice remained elusive. All suspects were eventually released, slipping through the cracks of a broken system. The Red Summer of 1919 had claimed another victim, leaving scars etched into the city's memory. And so, Omaha's streets bore witness to the flames of hatred, fueled by fear and prejudice. The lynching of Will Brown became a haunting chapter in the nation's history, a stark reminder that justice, like the smoke that billowed from the courthouse, could vanish in an instant. The echoes of that fateful night still reverberate, urging us to confront our past and strive for a future where such flames are extinguished forever. It is crucial to remember and acknowledge the events of the Red Summer, as they serve as a stark reminder of the deep-seated racism and inequality that have plagued our country for centuries. Only by confronting our past can we hope to build a more just and equitable future for all.